very reactive as opposed to proactive. One company alone had built 36 different federal departments, billing for the same hours in a given day. Why was that not detected in 2018 when they submitted their invoices with your advanced data analytics? Why wasn't that caught, Minister?
Everyone has an opinion about Canadian federal politics.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, gang? Just Aaron right here, Canadian Looney. We try to learn as much as we can about Canadian federal politics. We didn't pay attention for a couple of years. Things went out of hand. And now we have this Trudeau, Jagmeet, Liberal NDP coalition, Poilievre waiting in the wings just for an election because 70% of Canadians want an election now. That's what the polls say. There are so many things happening. So many scams and scandals with this Trudeau, NDP, Liberal, Jagmeet coalition. It's just a mess. A corrupt cabinet of unlikable ministers. So many things going on. Let's take a peek at this. Cue the card. Let's see what we're going to watch in this next video. Things here are wild. Let's see what we got coming up.
Horizontal audit yesterday.
I'll ask a direct question. Have you, to this date, been in direct contact with all departments and agencies regarding privacy impact assessments, particularly as it relates to the story that broke on the 13 departments? Have you reached out to everybody?
With our team through annual reporting, Dom, could you fulfill that?
Very quickly, because I'm respectful of your time. Departments and agencies are responsible for providing personal information banks for all their programs and activities.
Respectfully, sir, the question was to the president. The president did not answer it. It just was as simple. You just said, like, take responsibility as a president.
Yeah,
did you reach out to everybody, Anita? Yes or no? It's that simple. If it's no, then it's no.
Okay, Minister. Quickly.
Yes, the department has been in contact. Okay. Thank you for the question.
It wasn't that hard.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Green. Mr. Brock for 5. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Chair. Minister, privacy is extremely important to Canadians and public servants, but so is safeguarding the prudent use of taxpayer funds. Federal spending on outsourcing increased to $14.6 billion last year, which is 74% higher than when the Liberals under Justin Trudeau promised in 2015 to cut back on the use of external consultants. We now have evidence that the ArriveCan ballooned to at least $60 million. What you announced yesterday with your colleague, Minister Duclos, in my view, is only the tip of the iceberg, because Minister Duclos confirmed yesterday that the 3 companies in question that fraudulently billed taxpayers $5 million had nothing to do with ArriveCan, which brings into the broader question of that $14.6 billion in outsourcing, how many billions of dollars, how many millions of dollars more in fraudulent contracting schemes are out there? I know you talk about advanced data analytics, and this is how you uncovered the data. But the government always had this data capability. So the biggest problem that Canadians have with your government, Minister, is you're very reactive as opposed to proactive. One company alone had built 36 different federal departments, billing for the same hours in a given day. Why was that not detected in 2018 when they submitted their invoices with your advanced data analytics? Why wasn't that caught, Minister?
I want to specify that the Treasury Board did not have any involvement with the development of the ArriveCan Act.
I'm talking in a broader sense. Why wasn't the government able, with the capabilities of data analytics, to capture this in 2018 when it happened?
The app was built on an emergency basis under exceptional circumstances.
And the Auditor General basically said that a pandemic and the urgency does not mean you throw out the rules out the window. You had an obligation to safeguard taxpayer monies, and you abused that. You misused that. So what assurances do Canadians have that we're going to get to the bottom of the millions, if not billions of dollars?
Respecting.
Let me finish the question. What assurance can you give Canadians that you're going to actually follow up, you're going to identify these companies, you're going to refer it to the RCMP for possible investigation and criminal charges. What can you say about that?
I agree with the findings of the Auditor General's report. That is why I published yesterday an update to the Manager's Guide on Professional Services. I have also tabled through a series of estimates that we are reducing our reliance on outsourcing, including in the estimates prior to the holidays, $350 million in outsourcing contracts being reduced. Furthermore, reductions in the recent estimates that I have tabled to about $900 million in total. So we are working on continuing to reduce our reliance on outsourcing. That is something I take extremely seriously, and that's what I emphasized in my announcement yesterday.
Minister, your former role, one of your former roles, was Minister of Public Services and Procurement. You held that role from November the 20th, 2019 to October 26, 2021. I had before me the mandate letter that Justin Trudeau sent to you, and I'm going to read out various passages. I expect us to continue to raise the bar on openness, effectiveness, and transparency in government. It also means humility and continuing to acknowledge mistakes when we make them. Canadians do not expect us to be perfect. They expect us to be diligent, honest, open, and sincere in our efforts to serve the public interest. Your leader, Justin Trudeau, has been anything but apologetic. So I'm going to give you the opportunity, Minister. It's plainly obvious to Canadians that that wasted $60 million on an app that was very ineffective, that didn't save one Canadian life, that is now subject to numerous RCMP investigations. Are you prepared to admit your role? Because during the rollout of 177 different versions of the app, you were the minister. Are you prepared here and now to apologize to Canadians for the lack of ministerial oversight? Yes or no?
I was not the minister. The app was developed at CBSA. I was the Minister of Procurement. My mandate was vaccines and PPE.
You were still part of that according to the Auditor General. Are you prepared to apologize to Canadians?
I was not the minister.
Are you prepared to apologize to Canadians?
Thank you, Mr. Brock. That concludes your time. I appreciate
that. Is
appreciate
incorrect.
Thank you, Minister. Mr. Baines, you have 5 minutes.
So what do you think, gang? Canadian Looney for certain. Like and subscribe. We have fun sharing all the things that we're learning about Canadian federal politics with you. I'm not a conservative. I'm a libertarian, but I care about Canadians in the grocery store lineups. That's it. Canadian Looney, things are nuts in this country right now. We need a change. Like, subscribe, share, get notified, all that fun stuff. Please leave a comment. I react to all the comments. So that's it. We'll catch you next video. There's so many things going on this summer. We're going to be digging into the archives of the committees, learning about where these investigations stand. Aaron, Canadian Looney, right here. Thank you for watching this video. We'll catch you in the next one. See you next time.